Hey, let's do a little bit of questions here as we're watching a pretty good match. It's hard to make fun of Kidman and Waltman because they're good. Coach Keith says in the last episode of The Book with David Crockett, which is over at adfreeshows.com, Mr. Crockett told Conrad that him and Jim used to get into a lot of fist fights. Tony, did you ever witness one? And who was the toughest Crockett?
Well, David actually wrestled, so one would think that David could have been was the toughest Crockett. Jackie was pretty tough too. Jackie passed away recently, and but I never witnessed one of the fist fights. But I had heard about them. I had heard about them. They had difference of opinions a lot, and David kind of did his own thing, with production. Jimmy did his own thing with booking and running the company, and you know how brothers can be or siblings can be, right? So I never saw it, but I would think David would have been the toughest because at one time he wrestled as David Finley. There's a picture of him out there. Did you ever ask him about that to
We
put the
did,
picture,
yeah, absolutely.
and he put it on? Put the picture on
I
of
mean,
him
we
in,
did.
in
Yeah,
tights?
I've seen him wrestling. Yes, I didn't ask him to spread his butt cheeks or anything like that.
No, I mean a picture of him in wrestling tights from the spread his butt cheeks. What is wrong with you? You know what? What is wrong with you?
What do you mean?
What where'd you get spread his butt cheeks out of what I just said?
Well, you were like, has
Uh,
he sent you any pictures?
What? No, of him in his wrestling tights.
I just sent a picture
Whoa,
to
get us
Dave
a
Silva, not of my spread butt,
okay.
but
Get us get us a
wow.
picture of this, Dave, right now. Get us a picture of this.
Yeah,
Uh,
let's go ahead and pop up on the screen what's
okay,
happening in the
yeah,
backstage area,
okay.
right?
This makes you want to hate Billy Kidman and David Flair all in one, right?
I will hate both of those sons of bitches until the
Yeah,
day they die.
yeah, just
Hate them
no
so
good.
much.
Yeah, Stacy Keebler,
Is the
maybe the
definition of roll tide.
yes, maybe, and this is not maybe the most beautiful woman ever in wrestling. Agree?
Yes.
Yeah, just a natural freaking beauty.
Ain't nothing wrong with Tori Wilson now.
No, Tori was gorgeous too.
Speaking of gorgeous, here's your boy, the Swamp Thing himself, Raven, coming out
All right.
to take on your other pal, William Regal.
Oh,
So
wow.
representing ECW, here's Raven.
Okay.
He'll be taking on William Regal. Now I know what you're thinking. Hey, wait a minute. Wasn't Raven back in the WWF by the time ECW went under? Yes, but that's details.
Yeah, who cares about that? Did Billy Kidman lose to the 1, 2, 3 kid here?
No, he won. So
Oh,
WCW
has
is
won.
1-3 so far.
Wow.
Raven's going to pick up the win here. There's a spoiler. So they're going to be 2-3. And then it'll be Chris Canyon and Sean Stasiak and Hugh Morris taking on Big Show, Billy Gunn, and Albert,
Okay.
which is as random as it sounds. How do you not love William Regal?
Oh my God.
He looks great there too.
Yes,
Look at the shape he's in.
absolutely. And of course, William had gone through a lot, right?
Hey, you asked for it. You ready for this?
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, here's David Crockett as a wrestler.
How about that? There's David Finley.
Matter of fact, that's how he waters his lawn in Charlotte to this day.
Still has that Jack Briscoe zip up top on.
What do you think about the old zip up jackets?
It made you look like a real wrestler, right? Hey, how do I feel about not only going into a Hall of Fame, but going to a Hall of Fame at the Dan Gable Museum?
Come
How
on.
about that for a big deal? Holy
Brian
shit.
Brian's going to be with us. He's a big fan of the TNT Hall of Fame. And he says, do you have your speech ready for Waterloo? Can't wait to see you there.
Yeah, I do. Somewhat. Just going to be thanking some people, basically. Not going to take up much time. But yeah, I kind of got it ready. I got to put on a card who all I have to thank because there's a lot of people I have to thank.
No, you don't.
Yeah, there is.
John Hamilton has a fun question. He wants to know, any chance you'll dress up as Uncle Baby Billy for Halloween?
I don't know who Uncle Baby Billy is.
You haven't seen Righteous Gemstones?
No.
Oh, that's a good show.
Okay.
I recommend it.
Yeah.
Coach Rosie wants to know if you watched the new Beverly Hills Cop movie, and if so, what'd you think?
I have not watched it. Where is it?
Netflix.
Okay. I've got a tomorrow. I've got like a 4 hour and 40-minute flight to Calgary, so maybe I'll download it and watch it there.
James Elkrow wants to know, if you had to, could you tuck your penis through your balls and the tip of your penis touch your asshole?
No.
Would it reach?
No.
Okay.
Also,
Got
by
all
the
the
way,
important questions done.
we have, very many times we will talk about TV shows on here. We've already talked about Beverly Hills Cop. And uh, has anyone seen The Bear?
I love The Bear. I haven't
I-
seen the new season. I saw
Oh,
I saw season 1 and 2.
oh,
I've heard 3 is disappointing.
no, it's not. Not at all.
Somebody told me it was disappointing, but I've also heard that Game of Thrones was good, but then it started to peter out at the end.
Yeah,
I
that's
didn't
true.
watch Game of Thrones though. I couldn't get into it.
Yeah, I was the whole long ride on that one. But The Bear is awesome, and season 3 is awesome, and John Cena makes a uh, a cameo appearance. So good stuff. You need to watch it. One of the best written TV shows ever. Oh, look at them. They're outside, man. They're outside of the ring. How about that? We've got as you've probably seen in AEW an LED board as
Mm-hmm.
part of the ringside area and a part of the ring.
It's fancy.
It's yeah, but it's pretty solid too. If you get thrown into that, man, or even on the top of it, it's pretty. I'm surprised no one's broken it yet.
You think they're gonna break it?
Who knows? I'm not afraid of the board breaking. What I'm more afraid of is kids getting hurt. I mean, seriously hurt. The stuff they do now, that because I know these kids and I
But
respect them
now, when you
all.
say kids, are you saying like Darby Allen getting glass in him, or glass going into the crowd and hurting a minor?
Well, that could happen too, but I'm saying more like a wrestler getting hurt because I mean, Connor, you've seen so like a Darby Allen, the stuff that he's done, and people doing the tope suicida or the, coming off the top. And hey, you haven't seen Vikingo in quite a while, have you?
Nope.
Okay, so I mean, it just that stuff wears on you. Uh, and I just, we talk about a bump card all the time. I just don't want to see someone get seriously injured. I really don't. Because a lot of times they see things and they want to top that, right? And I mean, obviously the kids know how to stay safe, but man, I just sometimes I wonder. Don't want to have another Buff Bagwell situation because that was terrible to go through. Um, but and this is why that many times, most of the time, when we have a gigantic, brutal, kick-ass, crazy bump match, I will go in the back and thank them both or all four or all six for putting their body on the line for a damn good show because that's what they do. So that always concerns me. Hey, Raven and Lord William here are having a pretty good match.
Hell yeah, they are.
Yeah, they're once again they both know what the hell they're doing, and I like Raven with the red hair too. That's pretty cool. Regal is so good and he's so smooth, and he knows how to call a match without you even knowing he's calling a match. That's an art, you know. Because I didn't realize when I was a wrestling fan that they were calling spots in the ring because well, you just didn't know that. You didn't look for it, right? And now
Do you
when
remember,
you,
do you remember the first call you heard where you were like, "Wait, what did he say? Did he say something?" Like as a
no,
fan, or did you hear it once you were in?
I heard it once I was in. I didn't,
I got you.
I didn't see one wrestler call it as a fan. And again, I wasn't looking for it. But now in the era of looking for it and knowing it's out there, I just think that, oh my God Almighty,